Hey there, everybody. Man, is it a hot day. I found a spot under a tree here. It's a little bit cooler, but it's still a hot day. Is it hot where you're at? I hope you're pretty cool. I wanted to show you something. Here's my mask. I got my mask. Looks pretty cool, huh? I hope you got your mask when you go outside. Just to make everybody safe, keep you safe. And if we keep everybody safe, pretty soon we'll get to go back to school. I hope to see you soon. But I thought I would tell you a story about how I met my dog, Jeffery Jones. I've told you about Jeffery Jones before. And when I met Jeffery Jones, I wasn't a teacher. I wasn't working at the Children's Center. I was working at a place called the Daily Californian. And it made newspapers. And one day, I was sitting in my office. I was writing, doing some work in the office. And a friend of mine comes in and he has this little dog. It's a white dog and it had a lot of hair. Hair all the way down to the ground. And he said, David, a family moved out of an apartment and they left this dog in there. Would you like a dog? I said, what's his name? They said, his name is Jeffery Jones. I said, I don't know. I don't know if I want a dog. But I'll think about it. So anyway, went back to my work. And my friend put Jeffery Jones, put him on a leash, tied him to a desk on the other side of the room. So I was doing my work and I hear, and I look up, and it's Jeffery Jones and he's looking at me. I go, nah, Jeffery, I don't know if I want a dog. He looked pretty, but I don't know. Let me go back to my work. So I go back to my work and I'm sitting there and I hear, again. And I look and it's Jeffery Jones and he's going, I says, Jeffery, I gotta finish my work. I don't know if I can afford a dog. Somebody will take care of you. So I went back to my work. Then I heard, and I went, oh, Jeffery. And I looked at him and he goes, Jeffery runs. I go, what did you say? He goes, referee runs, referee runs. Did you say something? I said, what? And I said, wow, that's pretty amazing. So your name is Jeffery Jones, right? Jeffery Jones, referee runs, referee runs. I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. So I didn't know if I really wanted a dog, but I sat there and did my work and he sat there. Then when it was time for me to go home, I thought, Jeffery Jones, do you want to go home with me? And he goes, referee runs, go home, go home. I was like, oh man, this is the coolest dog. He got really excited. So I thought, okay, you can come home with me. You can be my dog. You're pretty cool. So I got the leash. I told my friend, okay, I'm gonna take Jeffery Jones. He seems like a pretty cool dog. And so I put the leash on Jeffery Jones and I pulled and he went, argh. He wouldn't move. I said, jump, Jeffery Jones, here we go. And I pulled and he went, argh. He wouldn't move. And I pulled, I said, Jeffery Jones, if you wanna come with me, you gotta go. And I pulled the leash and I pulled the leash. And I don't know if he's ever been on a leash before because he didn't want to move. He didn't move. So finally I had to pick him up, put him in my car, put the key on, we drove up. And I lived in an apartment and it was on the second floor, so we had to go up some steps. So I took him out, pulled the leash. Come on, Jeffery, we gotta go, we gotta go. He wouldn't move. He wouldn't move. So I had to carry him up the stairs. I says, Jeffery Jones, you know what? We gotta go get you some stuff then. So we carried him down, put him in the car. We went down to the dog store, the pet store. We got some water dish and some food and some toys for him. And then we came back, drove back to the apartment. And then I sit there and I go, okay, Jeffrey Jones, we're gonna have to learn how to go on a leash, okay? So I put him on there, and he was like, "Arr." He wouldn't move. Finally, little by little, he learned, and he thought, oh, this is not so bad. So whenever I wanted to take him for a walk, he learned how to get on a leash, and I would stand up. I'd grab his leash, and when I grabbed his leash, he knew it was time to go, and he would get up there and go, referee Rones, referee Rones, referee Rones. I thought, oh, cool. So we go, and then we'd go down the steps, and Jeffrey Jones would go. I said, yeah, that's cool. And then we'd go down the sidewalk. There used to be a Wiener Schnitzel. Do you know what a Wiener Schnitzel is? It's a place they sell hot dogs. Well, we'd go to buy this Wiener Schnitzel, and Jeffrey Jones would jump up to the counter and go, referee Rones, referee Rones. And the guys behind the counter, they liked Jeffrey Jones. Every day we would go by there, and they would like Jeffrey Jones. So they started giving him free hot dogs. Not the buns, just the wiener. And they would give Jeffrey Jones the wiener. And when he goes, referee Rones, referee Rones. I thought, wow, that's cool. I said, thank you guys. Say goodbye, Jeffrey. And Jeffrey would go, and we'd go all around this walk around the block, and we'd stop at a 7-Eleven because Jeffrey Jones is pretty tired and he needed some water. So I would go in there and I would buy some water, and I had a little bowl, and I would put the little bowl, and he would go, referee Rones, time to go home. And then so we'd walk and we'd go home. And that used to be our walk every day. And it was such a fun time because Jeffrey Jones knew where to get some food. He knew where to get some water. But this one time, we were going on the walk, and we went to Wiener Schnitzel. He jumped on the counter, and he goes, referee Rones, and they gave him a hot dog. And they were walking, and there used to be this place where they had shows and concerts, and that day they were having a circus, and Jeffrey Jones saw a horse, and he got really excited, and he ran and he pulled the dog leash out of my hands, and he started running towards the horse, and I thought, no, Jeffrey. And I started running, and Jeffrey's running towards the horse, and I thought, uh-oh, what is this horse going to do to Jeffrey? And Jeffrey ran right in front of him, and the horse looked at him. And then Jeffrey looked up at the horse. He goes, referee Rones. Turned around and walked back, and I thought, oh, I'm so happy, Jeffrey Jones, you really scared me. But then we went to 7-Eleven and we got some water. Went back to the apartment, and he did okay. Blackie. My dog Blackie is back here too. And so he was safe, but I was like really scared that Jeffrey Jones was gonna get stomped by a horse. But he didn't. Next time I'll tell you another story about Jeffrey Jones, how he escaped and I found him again. You have a good day, and I hope you stay cool. Bye.